Welcome to the bankforeclosuresale.com video guide to profiting from foreclosures. Foreclosures make great inexpensive family homes. However, it is also possible to make thousands of dollars in profits by investing in foreclosures. There are a couple of ways to turn these foreclosed properties into extra income. Foreclosures can be purchased for as much as 60% off their market values, so they are ideal for investors who want to make profits selling these homes back on the real estate market. Because foreclosures can be purchased so inexpensively, even investors who do not have experience in home repair can buy inexpensive properties and sell them back for profits. Home investors who do have home repair experience stand to save the most from buying and reselling foreclosed homes. A distressed property can be worth thousands of dollars more than it was purchased for after some minor repairs. Investors who aren't experienced in home repair can still make money by hiring repairmen or improving homes that aren't in disrepair. For real estate investors interested in selling or renting out foreclosed homes, the highest profits can be made from buying distressed properties, fixer-uppers, and handyman specials. Properties that are in disrepair can be purchased for extremely low prices. They can also be worth thousands of dollars more after repairs. The most important thing for real estate investors to decide is what they want to do with the foreclosure properties they purchase. Some investors may decide to sell these homes on the real estate market. Other investors may find it more profitable to keep their properties and allow others to rent them. Buying and reselling foreclosure properties is a very common way for real estate investors to make money off their foreclosure investments. After repairs or even minor modifications, a home purchased at 60% below its market value could be worth at or near market value. However, the local real estate market has to be agreeable. Research the local real estate market. If the market is such that few people are buying homes in lieu of renting, the investor may stand to make more profits by renting out the property instead. However, if the investor is determined to resell the property rather than rent it out, look for homes in a neighborhood with a high success rate of successful real estate sales. Short sales are sold directly by owners in order to pay off their defaults. Auctions are for homes that have officially gone into foreclosure. Real estate owned or REO properties are homes that fail to sell at auction. New investors can consult experienced investors through real estate investment groups and can even turn to these groups to form business relationships. If there's time prior to a home sale, hire a contractor and/or appraiser to inspect the home and run a title search. Subtract the cost of any needed repairs and liens on the property from the offer. Because foreclosure auctions are very fast-paced, investors intending to buy at auctions may want to attend auctions as spectators first to understand how the process works. Real estate investors who do not plan on buying foreclosed homes entirely in cash may want to get pre-qualified for home loans. It is generally easier for home buyers to close successfully on home sales when they can prove their ability to pay. In states where judicial foreclosures are the norm, home buyers may be required to prove their ability to pay before home sales can close. First-time real estate investors may want to hire real estate agents to assist them through the foreclosure buying process. Even experienced investors may depend on real estate agents or brokers to make the foreclosure buying process easier. Realtors can provide an extra advantage to home buyers who are seeking highly sought-after properties. Reselling foreclosed homes, even after making repairs and improvements, may not always be possible. If investors own homes in areas where the real estate market is slow, they may find it difficult to find buyers. However, this does not mean that it is still impossible for an investor to make money through real estate investing in areas where the real estate market is slow. Many real estate investors choose to rent out the properties they purchased as foreclosures. This is because the foreclosure market provides many inexpensive properties that can be purchased for cheap and rented out for profits. Savvy investors may even be able to make even more money renting out a single property than they would from selling it. While a foreclosure home can often be sold at a great discount, it is always possible that a property may be in need of substantial repairs or have several liens and debts against it. However, it still benefits investors to explore distressed properties. Even after adding repairs and liens to the total cost of the home, it may still be worth thousands of dollars below market value. A good way to tell if a community may have a high rental rate is researching the local real estate and foreclosure markets. Because the foreclosure damages the homeowner's credit, buying new homes right away is not possible for most homeowners. Therefore, if the real estate market is slow and the foreclosure rate is high, it is very likely the rental rate is high as well. Real estate investors need to make it clear what they will and will not allow in their rental properties. For example, an investor who does not want tenants with pets should make that clear to applicants to avoid problems later. If a rent application must be rejected for any reason, always remember to include the reason why. Investors should remember not to depend entirely on their tenants for income. Even renters with excellent credit scores and perfect rental histories may become delinquent on their payments. This is why a reserve is needed. If a renter fails to make regular rent payments, deal with the situation in accordance to state and local laws. Any tenant who wishes to rent a property should be expected to pay a security deposit. If there are no damages to the property when the renter moves out, the deposit is returned to them. However, if the tenant does cause damage to the property, use money from this deposit to cover it. Before raising rent, check your state and local laws on rent control. Make sure to run a complete background check on each applicant. Applicants that have poor credit scores tend to run a much higher chance of becoming delinquent on their rent payments. Someone with a serious criminal history is also a high-risk renter. Check the National Sex Offender Registry for a match, especially if the property is near a school or families with children. Foreclosure properties provide the perfect opportunities for real estate investors to make the most out of their investments. Regardless of its state of distress, it is not unusual, even after only minor improvements, to make thousands of dollars in profits on a foreclosed home. Investors who are particularly handy stand to make even higher profits. The best way to make money through foreclosure investing is to buy a foreclosed home, make any needed repairs or improvements, and resell or rent out the home. Real estate investors should decide which course of action to take before they start buying properties. Some markets may be better for renting than selling, or vice versa. Real estate investors interested in buying foreclosed properties to resell for major profits should first research as much as they can about the foreclosure process in their states. This includes the auction, short sale, and REO foreclosure buying methods. While investors should consider buying distressed properties, they should also have each home inspected to learn its true worth. Always remember to research the local real estate and foreclosure markets. In areas where the foreclosure rate is high, the renting market is likely to also be high. This is because homeowners who lose their homes to foreclosure suffer damage to their credit scores. Since they cannot buy new homes right away, many of these former homeowners will choose to rent. This concludes the bankforeclosuresale.com video guide on profiting from foreclosure. To receive the latest news on the real estate industry, follow us on Twitter or Facebook. You can also follow our RSS feed. If you would like to know more about profiting from foreclosure or foreclosures in general, visit bankforeclosuresale.com. Find your dream home.